Hello everyone, and welcome back. Hello Hitman.
Howdy, Pat.
Yeah,
Howdy,
how are you?
everyone.
You good today?
Pretty well.
Good, good, good. So we're here at the shop, but we've not been buying anything new. Well, new to us. So they had a special auction, and Hitman saw a bit of a bargain, and you put in a cheeky offer, didn't you, Hitman?
I did. I wasn't expecting to go through.
Yep. So much like I think half of eBay sales. Um, not that we're seeing eBay in this particular game. I think you put something in rather ridiculous, and out here is something that's hopefully going to be useful to us.
It's a scary old loader that's about, I would guess, about the 1950s.
Yep, they haven't even bothered to wash it, but before they've sold it to us. I mean,
Well, what do you expect?
I don't expect much. I mean, for an entire dollar, yeah, you were lucky. You pulled that one off. So we didn't know if we were going to get it started, so we thought we'd bring the Schluter out just in case we needed to give it a jump. Ooh, that
Yeah,
made
it started.
jolly good. So we should have no more woes with buckets closing or opening at the same time and stuff. So we have kept one of the old style front loaders, and that's down at the cow pasture, ready for us to do our greenhouse, which I haven't actually checked on. Actually, I say it's down at the cow pasture. It's not, is it, Hitman? Because you parked it up somewhere different. Ready?
It's near there.
It's near there, but we've parked it up somewhere different, ready for the as a kind of a marker for the city of Hagenstedt. So I guess I better follow you. Um, that's an interesting horn. Do, 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 do.
No beacons.
Oh well, it's not Stocko approved then. But it does look very interesting. The lights look like they're coming out at different angles.
Well, it's kind of funny. It's like the Curavet's tractor, only it's going backwards.
Yes.
Hey,
So,
we made it back to the farm.
well, that's good. So, except we don't want to take this one to the farm, do we necessarily? But
No, I guess we'll be unloading at the silage plant with this thing.
yeah, we'll be going to the biogas with that. So, did you want to take that there,
Sure.
or did you want to leave it here and
Yeah, I'll leave it here for now.
we'll jump down to our other locations? So, if you, I suppose you could tab down there and I can drive out there with the Schluter. So,
Okay, so we've negotiated with the city of Hagenstedt to install a water supply for us because trying to fill from a stream, even though we can do it from the bridge, and I know about that, it's really stupid to be able to do that. So we're having a water main put in here, a fire hydrant, where we can fill our tanks to fill our greenhouses.
uh-huh. You see, you've been taking that 2x4 around to all these different people and getting good deals. So
Yep.
so there we go.
You don't get anything by sitting at home and playing farm sim. You gotta get out there and get stuff.
Yeah,
Stuff done. Do some networking.
yeah, absolutely. Hey
Beginning to
hey.
wonder if you're lost.
No, I'm on the way. I'm just not going. Well, I am going at full speed, but full speed is still only a certain speed. Ah, okay. So let's get some light on the situation. So here we go. So I think we were thinking, was it about here?
Yeah, right about here.
So right opposite the
The
fuel.
fuel Bowser. Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's probably a good place to have a fire hydrant. So
Plus, there's a wool factory right over there, so...
yes. So there we go. So I want placeable, not placeable objects, placeable mods. So that's a placeable water pipe.
So we have to pay $10 to pick where it's going to go within a small radius here. That's the
Hmm.
story.
Yes. So this is the blue one, isn't it?
The one that looks like a fire hydrant, yeah.
Yeah. That looks. It doesn't actually say fire hydrant, but I can believe that's what it is. So if I can, ding, 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 ding. We're out there, but of course this thing isn't, because it defaults back to the farm when you start to do this. So um, so I'm going to put it. Yeah, I think in there. So it's not. I don't want it in the way of people kind of driving over, because that should do it.
Oh, that's great. Right there is perfect.
Excellent. So that's kein Trinkwasser.
Now, is that taking any money?
It is.
Oh, that's not good. Oh well.
Well, maybe that's why we got it for $10, because they're going to charge us for the water.
Wow,
So,
what a bunch of cheeky monkeys.
well, there you go. You don't get an out in this life for free. So, but were we gonna fill up here but have a? Did you want to have a water station as well, or was that something different?
Eventually we'll have our own pump over here at the front, but for now we'll do it this way.
Okay, I can live with that.
We can't afford to get running water over here yet.
Yeah, well, there's lots of things we can't afford just yet. But let's have a little look at our greenhouse. How much does it have? Let me turn my F1 on.
86% water and 82% manure.
Oh, I can't do it because I'm not actually in a vehicle. Okay.
Well, it's 100% water now.
Okay, and things are still growing in here, so I'm assuming it's making us money. I doubt it will be. Well, no, it shouldn't be. Wouldn't be costing us money. So what have we got to do now then? Because we've got the cows running, and how are they running at? They're running. Statistics. They're running at 44%. So.
Yep. We now have silage, so it's just a matter of getting the silage into the doohickey, the trough.
Yeah. So we can probably put some silage in there, which will help increase things a little bit. But the mixed ration is the one that's going to kind of keep us from reaching 100%. I did see someone had kind of suggested a mod, and I think Stockers used it on Two Rivers, that would do the
feed station.
Yeah, the feed station. So I don't know quite how you feel on that.
Well, I think we'll probably wait a little while for that. Let's see, I'm not sure if I can just use this to dump the silage in or not. Guess we'll know in a second.
Yeah. I'll just go and give you some light so you can see what you're doing. Let's have a look. Did that work?
Yep, there we go.
Yep. That definitely put some silage in. So
I think we need a bigger loader for doing that too. I think I'll bring that big yellow brute down here. We'll call him Brutus.
Brutus, okay.
Now, there was a suggestion for a name for the Schluter, and I don't remember if we actually came up with one.
I don't recall.
So there was a suggestion to call him Charles.
Oh, Charles. Yeah. I think we can go with Charles. He looks very, very prim and proper, doesn't he? So you're going to get the big brute to do that. Yeah. Going to get Brutus. What should I be doing? I'm just kind of lounging around here. playing the executive game.
Well, how do our crops look?
Excellent question. They're almost in the last stage of growing.
Okay, well, let me put a scoop of this into the cows there. And then we can speed up time, and then we'll be ready for the harvest. So we're almost ready for harvest now.
So I'm gonna zing on home then. Oopsie. Keeping the front weight attached to the vehicle would be good. So, yeah,
This thing is a beast.
I bet it is. It's a crazy beast. So yeah, obviously I did read the sign on the fire hydrant, kein Trinkwasser. For those of you that don't necessarily speak German, it means not drinking water. But then again, you wouldn't normally drink from a fire hydrant, so I'm hoping you kind of could figure that one out. I do love the sound that makes.
The horn?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bigger tractors will make that sound too. When we someday get there.
Yeah. It's just so melodious. But at the same time so intimidating, it's kind of, right, you're gonna get out of my way.
You know, I have no idea what the bucket capacity is on this. I hope it's not something stupid, like 100,000 or something.
Well, you're about to find out.
I am about to find out.
I'm just gonna park up the Schluter. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna get him with a thingy bob. Trailer, tipper, thingy, what's it? One of those.
Did I mention this thing is a beast?
You may have mentioned it, but
I think I like it.
I think it bears repeating. Probably ad nauseum. Right, do we want to...
Oh good, it holds 5,000.
Okay.
So that's about 10 times the size of that little bucket on that little tractor. So that's not too outrageous.
Okay. So when we do this harvest, we said we were going to try and do the Courseplay, didn't we? So do I want to set this up at the moment?
That would be a good idea.
Let's see if we can get a Courseplay set up then. Oh. Ah, yes. What button did we press it to?
To bring up the screen?
Yeah.
It was right click, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, I must have disabled it then. Oh. Okay. Sorry. I don't know quite what's going on there. Okay, so I'm guessing I don't have Courseplay at the moment. Because we changed it to a different button last time for me, didn't we?
Yeah, what was the button?
Good question. I thought it was one of the shift keys, but apparently not.
Yeah, it was like left alt or something, wasn't it?
Yep, apparently not. So maybe in my kind of mod cleaning, to get rid of the other mods that weren't being used for our play, I must have left Courseplay disabled. Okay.
Well, no, you didn't disable it because it still works for me, so it's in here.
Okay. If you look in one of the screens, it gives you the different possible the different possible...
Yeah, it was left shift or something and then delete.
Left shift and delete.
Or left alt or left control. Left something and delete.
As long as it's not control alt and... that's it. Left control and delete. I was using backspace instead of delete. Okay, so there we go.
Hitman, you're so smart.
What, that you can read off of a screen?
Oh, yeah.
One egg. Okay.
So, whatever you just did popped up the little icons for the Courseplay right here.
Yes. Because I'm now running Courseplay to hopefully, actually, to record the course from that field. Now, quite how we'll interact with that when we are harvesting, I don't know. But that would be interesting.
Okay, I put a few 3 scoops into the cow trough there, so we're okay on that. So we should be seeing an update on productivity. It'll be something like 60 or 80 or something, I can't remember.
Okay, I will inspect that very shortly.
It's still at 44, it needs to tick over and update. I can't remember what time it would update. This thing's a bit of a fuel hog.
I don't know. Ooh. Yes. Okay, so I'm now back to the beginning. So we can stop course recording. We can change the mode. Driving helper load at start.
I can't remember if we took silage down to the biogas, did we?
Yes, there's silage at the biogas.
Okay, I'll go check on that right now. That'd be a nice little boost to our income.
It would be a very nice little boost to our income.
What's her money situation right now?
We've got 17 grand.
Yikes. Who's been spending all that money?
Yeah, I don't know. You better ask Jenny. Since you're so pally with Jenny nowadays.
Pretty sure I can convince her to blame you.
Yeah, you two usually blame me. So, we have 2 courses. We have Greenhouse Poo 2 and Combine Helper.
So if anyone's wondering what I was doing there to put the silage into the trough, I took the loader over to where our silage is, right there by the cow pen, the little bunker there, and loaded up a couple scoops of silage and took it over and dumped it in the cow pen. The one over by the milk tank. So that's how you do that. And now I'm down at the biogas. So Fab, maybe you want to show them this.
Okay.
In case there's any of our viewers who haven't seen this.
Well, yeah.
You've done this before, right?
Yeah, we did the end of last episode. We were emptying out some of the biogas, but it's just when you get there, if you kind of exit the vehicle, I can kind of show them the vehicle.
All right, go for it.
Thank you. Haha. And somehow I've got Courseplay switched on down here, so... But not.
Yeah, I just turned it on.
Yeah, except I don't actually have them.
Again.
I don't have the mouse button to exit it for some reason. Ah, there we go. I can't actually see the mouse.
So we have 89,000 units here, so that's... let me see, 18 trips to unload it. So we'll get you to do a trip there, and then I'll do a few, and then we'll...
Okay. Oh, and it's one of these where it does this funny stuff.
Mm-hmm. Articulated tractor.
Yeah.
Loader.
Except you don't have an articulated FADman.
Well, that's okay. Then you can just do a scoop, and then I'll keep going on it. There's not enough here to bother with the Courseplay unless you want to spend the time on it.
No, I don't think that's necessary at the moment.
Okay. I'm going to watch that video. One of our viewers suggested watching a video on how to set up the loader, so I'm going to do that.
Yes.
Just not this episode.
Well, no, don't press that one. Press that one.
How much money did that net us?
3 grand.
3?
Yep.
Don't give him any more. too cheap.
Well, perhaps I better let you take over so you can get a better price then.
Dope.
So,
Damn you, Tom Sawyer.
well, there you go. Come on, chop to it. Goodness me. And I've got the whole. Someone said about with the whole limited range of view when you get that after Courseplay that try the space bar. That's the jump button, and that doesn't seem to make any particular difference. So I'm going to stick with the escape button. Okay, that looks a bit better. I don't know what I did wrong, but you look like you got $6 out of that. How did you?
Well, I've used that lizard loader, which is pretty much the same as this in operation, and unloaded all 4 of these before, which is 60 trips each.
Jeez.
So, I've done this a few times.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go back and check on my Courseplay then.
So yeah, if you can set up one of the tractors for unloading the combine, that would be a good idea.
I've set up the Schluter because that's probably the best one to haul stuff. Quite how well that's going to work, I don't know, because I don't know if we need to tune it to a particular combine or such like when we do stuff. Side offset, turning circle, choose combine. Yeah, I wonder if we need. I wonder if we need 2 courses, one of them set for each combine.
I think it'll go to any combine, so it's not specific to one. But I would set up maybe a course from each side of the field, and then if we set up 2 tractors, one can run each course, and then they won't be running into each other.
Yes. I think also because we have the Courseplay mod installed, when we're actually operating the harvesters, it is possible for us to call the driver of one of those loading vehicles.
Yep, and I think you can pick which one.
Yep, so I'm guessing we're going to be experimenting with that. So I'm just going to get the green beast, who's no longer the only beast on the farm. So,
Well, now that we've got this thing, I'd call that one Junior.
yeah. But we can't rechristen them. Not without a bottle of champagne, and we can't afford that right now.
Yeah, that's a waste of champagne.
Well, I wasn't meaning to smash across the bow. I was meaning to drink. I mean, if we're
Well, bottoms up then.
gonna start calling them different names, we ought to be at least drunk so that we can have an excuse.
Yeah, I'll be calling that one Paul.
Yes.
A glass of champagne.
Oopsie.
How's the money looking now?
Yeah, the money's looking pretty good now. 46 grand. So.
Well, that's good, because another harvester's like 65.
Alright, are you wanting another harvester then?
Unless you want to drive that little far. I think I'd rather drive a boar with a nail into it in my foot.
Yes.
We've gone about as far as we're gonna go with that one.
Oh, hardy ha ha. Jeez. So let's start another Courseplay recording. If I can actually... Why can I not bring up Courseplay? Ah, somehow it's now reverted to using right-click instead of the other. I wonder if you... Ah, I wonder if the setting is vehicle specific for what you press to activate it.
That's a possibility.
That's interesting. I like that idea. It's not necessarily the most convenient idea, but it's an idea nonetheless. So...
I like the bucket size on this. It's perfect. I'm glad it wasn't too big.
Okay. I'm just trying to get around the edge of this field using Courseplay. Because of course we've used pretty much all the available space, so it's not like there's a handy little path. But there we go. It'll work. So there we go. I'm trying to keep to this side of the track because, well, I derped all over the place with the other vehicle, so they may run into each other, but if they do, they do. So I'm thinking by the time we've got these Courseplays prepped, it's probably going to be time for us to fast forward and get ready for the harvest, and it'll actually be us harvesting next episode. So perhaps we better...
Hopefully it won't be another derpisode.
Well, I wouldn't count on that. I really can't. I can't make any guarantees.
Well, if we're derping, it's because of Courseplay, because neither one of us really know much about it.
Well, I have experimented with it a little bit, and so I am familiar with some of the fine-tuning that's required. And when I say fine-tuning, I mean things like changing the percentage levels that it goes, changing the turning arcs and stuff like that, which is all interesting stuff.
It's almost like programming.
It is, almost, but it's useful. Oh, I think Courseplay's going to love that bit, but we'll see. And here we are, back at the beginning again. So if we stop course recording, change it into that mode, save it as Combine Helper Top. There we go. So yeah, so that's a couple of Courseplay courses recorded. How well they're going to work, well, we'll figure that out when we get in next episode. So I think, are you in a position that I can speed up time?
Sure.
I'm just going to kind of make sure. Yep, the plant growth is already on fast, so I'm pressing all sorts of buttons, but not the buttons that I actually want to press to make things happen. So there we go. So we have things moving now. The sun's coming up. The wind's blowing through. The money's rolling in. It's all good. So I think as the sun rises on another beautiful day that we're going to harvest, I'm going to say take care, folks, and Hitman and I think we'll see you shortly. So
See you next time.
ciao ciao.